Jasmine, over here. Congratulations on the victory, and congratulations on getting your black belt. So I guess, what are the emotions now after, the dust is settled and you have the biggest win of your career in front of this crowd?
It's crazy. Like when I walked out and I felt the crowd with me and everything, I felt like everyone was with me when I was in there, and the fight was hype, and, I'm on top of the world.
And, we spoke at Media Day, and, Jessica has all these accolades in her name, like total fights, knockouts, everything. I'm sure you envisioned yourself winning, but could you have envisioned it going that smoothly against someone of Jessica's caliber?
So, like, when I was preparing for this fight, I kept on, thinking about it being a quick finish. But I kept on, telling myself, oh, no, this is 15 hard minutes. Be ready for 15 hard minutes and everything. And so I guess call me Mystic Jazz. I'm just kidding. No, I was trying to almost, convince myself otherwise. And once I got that hand kind of behind her shoulder there, and then I got my hand joined, I'm like, oh, this is in. I'm gonna get this. This is nuts. And got it.
This Mystic Jazz that you keep saying, was it something that you saw, or did you just have this premonition out of nowhere?
No, I just had that feeling that I'm I think it will be a quick finish, but then I'm trying to tell myself, no, it's not going to be good. Be ready for 15 hard minutes. In camp, I trained for 15 hard minutes, but it was just during fight week, I kept on thinking about oh, it's going to be quick. But, crazy. I go crazy in my head.
And I know you weren't looking past Jessica, but now that you have gone through her, from this point on, your career is, co-main events, possible fight night main events, more 5-round fights. So now that you are past Jessica, what do you want for your career? Because I know you said you want that #1 spot, but you do have to climb that. So do you want to stay this active? Are you looking for big names? What exactly do you want?
Kind of up to the guys. Whatever the route is to that #1 spot. I don't care who they've put in front of me. I don't care about who fights who. I don't know. They'll figure all that stuff out. I just want to see Jasmine Jasudavicius, #1 champion of the world.
So this time next year, do you think it says #1 next to your name?
I'd say so. Keep running on this kind of trajectory.
Jazz right here. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
A huge one. Is this the point where people start taking you seriously as a title challenger? And, I feel like, to this point, some fans have been like, hey, she's pretty good, but they haven't seriously bought into you as challenging for the title. Do you think this is the point where they do?
I would say they would have to. She was a former champ. The last girl that I beat was a champion contender. This girl was a former champ, very notable. Like he said, she's got so many accolades. I think it would be silly for people not to kind of treat me as a contender at this point.
On the broadcast as the fight kicked off, and just correct us if this is wrong, they said that you are delaying your wedding until you get the belt, that you want the belt before the ring. Is that accurate?
I'm not here for a long time. I want to stay active. But I also want to have a nice wedding and plan it and enjoy doing that. And I understand that there are sacrifices that I have to make. I'm coming for that #1 spot, and afterwards we'll be able to get married, and it will be a spectacular show.
You can bring the belt to the wedding.
Exactly.
Last one for me. We saw a clip of you celebrating with Mike backstage. Obviously a huge win for him as well. So what was that moment like for you?
That was so awesome. I see him in the room, we're in the trenches together, and then to see him perform like that, it's it warms my heart. I love watching Mike perform. He's such a clean fighter. He's so good. He's so good everywhere. Striking, grappling, doesn't matter where it is. The guy's a nightmare. He's so talented.
I lied. One last quick one. When they showed you warming up backstage, it looked like you were hitting a piece of tissue. What was?
My coach Jelly and he holds a piece of paper, and I gotta hit it, keep me quick.
So this is a normal thing, you do this all the time.
Yeah. It's a little game. It's one of my favorite little drills that we do.
Cool. Congrats, Jess.
Thank you.
Jasmine, right here.
Yes.
Did I see you got your black belt in the cage tonight?
I did. Yeah, I got my black belt. So unexpected.
I remember speaking with Mike at the Edmonton card, and he was telling us that you used to be asking him to show you Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu moves in the living room in the apartment.
Yeah.
Is it crazy to you going back all that way tonight, the biggest night of your career. You get the submission in the first round. You get your black belt. You've come real far.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I feel like I'm just like kind of like floating right now. I'm definitely on cloud nine. You know, the win over a former champion and then getting my black belt and being in Canada, in Montreal. The crowd was insane. Like it's unbelievable. Like I'm actually on top of the world right now.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You mentioned the crowd. You're like, I think you're a perfect 5-0 in Canada.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it like kind of to just have the crowd behind you and just the energy, and how pivotal is that for you and your success here?
It's unbelievable. I think that plays into so much. I feel like I feed off the crowd. There's times that one time I had to fight in the Apex, and I remember being like, there's no crowd. Like, this is going to be odd. And as soon as I step out, I feel the energy, and I feel like I truly bring everyone in there with me when I'm able to be in there. I feel like I actually have Canada on my back, so it gives me so much more strength. Thank you.